The new musical laboratory is a program at Michigan State that helps students and musicals grow and change by putting a musical together for the first time. When asked how they choose their musicals, program director Brad Willcuts had this to say.
So every October we do a submission link where people from around the country can submit their musicals for us to possibly workshop here. We get usually on average 70 or so musicals from around the country and sometimes internationally. And we have a committee that's made up of faculty members and students that read through all the scripts, and then we go through a finalist round, and then eventually we pick the finalists based off of the needs of our program and the timeliness and the level of the script. So it's a long process, but it's pretty great.
And once the musical is chosen, the quick 3-week rehearsal process starts. When asked about the process, student Caitlin Sanders had this to say.
The process is a very fun, yet I don't want to say high stakes, but it's just an exhilarating process to be a part of. It's so interesting because changes are being made overnight. You go to rehearsal until 10 o'clock at night, you go to classes the next day, you come back in the evening, and all of a sudden during the day, the entire production team has come up with new things to add, new things to change, and so many different levels to give it that makes it so interesting from a performer standpoint, because it teaches you to be adaptive and to be able to work with those changes in a very quick turnaround time of like less than 3 weeks to put on a performance.
Along with learning how to adapt to a short rehearsal process, students in the new musical laboratory will also get to work with Broadway actors, directors, and composers. By working with these Broadway professionals, students create bonds that last well into their careers as musical theater artists, as student Mel Dyke notes here.
This process, because working with professionals is so cool, especially last year, but this year too, and with Particle. Just the collaboration and how they treat us as equals in a sense, but still knowing that we're learning from them, but they're learning from us too. I still am in touch with Jessie Tomsko, who wrote Emily's Words last year, and I'm hoping that I'm building this sort of same rapport with the professionals here.
The new musical laboratory is a great place for students to grow their both academic and professional theater careers, along with getting new experiences that will last a lifetime.